Okay, let's start talking about the concept of groups and what a group is. Okay, we can collapse the colons. We don't need it anymore. And we can go and expand the greater than symbol that appears all the way to the top left, right? And it has a label called root. Okay, select it. In here, you will see all kind of different groups, including domains. The domains contains a list of all different domains that have been detected by the no-name platform, right? And every time you select one of these, like for example, if I select the Com Airline Acme, I'm going to be filtering the list of the APIs that are rendered so that it contains only the ones that contain Acme as the as part of their host name. Okay, as part of their host name. Now, what I've just done, selecting a domain or selecting a group, propagates across all the inventory, security, and reports pages across all of them. So if I go to the stats, you will see I only have one host. I don't have two hosts and 11 APIs, right? One host, one API. If I go to security, I'm only going to be seeing the attackers and the incidents and the findings that relate to the APIs that belong to this domain. Okay. Very similarly, the groups. If I go to the groups and if I select one of these groups, for example, if I select unauthenticated, there we go. Let's select unauthenticated, right? You will see that there are no incidents or findings, or attackers for that matter, for the APIs that belong to the unauthenticated. Of course, I will have to go to the inventory to identify that there's only one API that belongs to this group, unauthenticated. Okay, if I go to APIs, I will see which one it is. Post app register. There's no authentication detected. That's what unauthenticated means. Okay, keep that in mind. All of these pages now render only the information that pertain to the APIs that belong to this group. Okay. Domains, you have no control over. I'm going to tell you right now, no control over. You cannot modify these. These are automatically set up. Groups, full control. The generated groups is exactly what the label says. These are groups that are generated by the no-name platform. You don't like any one of these? I don't know. You did not like the query string off? Delete the group. And that's how you delete it. You hover over, you see the trash can, delete it. Okay? It's as easy as that. Now, why grouping is important? Two reasons. Helps you organize your different APIs, and please, this is a training no-name platform instance with only 11 APIs. Production grade no-name instances having the tens of thousands, in the thousands, tens of thousands, and hundreds of thousands APIs. I've seen customers with over 500,000 APIs. Okay, keep that in mind. So massive amount of numbers, right? So the better you're able to organize your APIs, the more sense you're going to make out of them. Okay. Uh, some of the ways you can organize your APIs that I've seen, right? Based upon the technology, based upon the domain, okay, based upon the purpose, or combination thereof, okay, combination thereof. What we're gonna do is we are going to create a group that captures all the MuleSoft APIs. I'm an ex-MuleSoft employee, so for me, it made sense when I was building the infrastructure for these courses. It made sense for me to build MuleSoft APIs. And by the way, those of you in the know, you know that CloudHub.io is pretty much MuleSoft's iPaaS, integration platform as a service, right? So I can go ahead and build a group that only captures this 10 APIs. Okay. How can you build a group? Number one, you select the parent group. Root is my parent group. That's the one I would like to build MuleSoft right underneath. If I wanted to build under, I don't know, login APIs, I will select login APIs. Okay. I want it to be under root. Okay. So I select the parent. The second thing I need to do is build a filter that captures only the APIs that I need to add to the group. Okay, so I need to build a filter. How do you build a filter? You have another drawer window called filter right here. Okay, and I can come in here and I can start building my host name filter. I'm interested in Cloud Hub, right? So I can come in here and I can type contains. There's a bunch of all different conditionals that you can use. Contains is best for me because I'm interested in capturing Cloud Hub like this. I can add additional conditions. This one condition works for me. And I can capture all the different Cloud Hub APIs, right? MuleSoft APIs like this. Okay. Now that I have the filter, and by the way, as soon as you create a filter, as soon as we create a filter, you're going to see a funnel immediately to the right of that label, host. Okay. Now that we have a filter, now we can create a group. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the filter. Right? I'm going to clear the filter like this. Okay. And I'm going to collapse these filters because I can also create a filter by hovering over the host, selecting the watermark button that appears, selecting the funnel, and now I can go and do the same exact thing. Cloud Hub. And this is going to give me, again, the same list of APIs, those 10 APIs. And of course, if I want to collapse this pop-up, I can click and the whole thing is collapsed. Okay. Now that I have the filter, right, now I have selected my parent group. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select these vertical ellipses, the 3 dots, and now I can save as group. Save as group. And of course, I'm going to call it MuleSoft because these are the MuleSoft APIs. Okay. And I'm going to click save. Like this. Okay. Now, every single API, every time I select MuleSoft, number one, MuleSoft appears as a child of root, and every single time I select MuleSoft, every single pages under inventory, security, and reports renders containing information for the APIs that belong under the MuleSoft group. Okay, you can edit, you can come back, you can reset the filter any way you like, or edit the filter. You can inspect, show group definition. This is the group definition. It's just a JSON structure. I don't know how useful that is to you guys. For me, I can understand it. After all, I'm an ex-developer, so I have no problem with JSON or understanding or SQL because this is SQL-like, right? And the different conditionals. And of course, you can delete, right? You can delete. We need this group. Do not delete this group. We need this group. You will see as soon as we move under the configuration, under settings, how groups are also important for the configuration of the no-name platform. Very important. Okay. And with this, we have concluded pretty much the initial examination of the security and inventory pages. The next thing we're going to do, right, is to go under settings, but that's for the next section, not this one. Okay, so this section is done.